Hey, what's good, YouTube family? This your God Bless One. Thank you for watching another episode of I Smoke Hip Hop Live. Look, gang, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that notification bell, and come rock out with the most winningest team out here. So Lil Durk goes to Chicago and he goes to a Cup game. And now what makes it even more, that's already like a monumental moment, you know what I mean? But what makes it even more cooler is he brought his kids with him. Before we start the video, let's check it out right quick. What he had to say. Hold on, gang. Y'all know commercials gotta hop up in here right quick.
Ship like a pro.
This Buka 600 I'm rocking with all.
Hang on, let me make it bigger for y'all. Now, Lil Durk brings his kids, you know what I mean, to an event like that. And it tells me, like, he's maturing. He's thinking more about what he got to do for the city. You know what I mean? Durk is turning up right now. Like, usually when people take losses like that, they quit doing what they doing as far as their drive and energy. Like, you know, the situation brings them down. And when D-Thing lost his life, I thought that was going to be the final one for Durk, because he's always been that little general who stays strong in the midst of a storm coming through. And I see him now, like, out thinking people now. Like, he was doing it, but he's thinking more on a greater platform. Like, if I feel sad for my brother, managers, and cousins who's dying, and my bros and them who's dying, it's going to stop the bag. And if the bag is stopped, more people allegedly eventually is gonna, you know, be in these same situations like D-Thing. So he can't lose the bag, necessarily the financial situation. You gotta be relevant for survival now. That's what this whole thing is. No matter which city you coming from, you gotta now maintain. And a lot of folks in them don't know how to maintain. Dudes don't even know how to survive out here no more, bruh. Like, I ain't even lying to you, bruh. Like, if you check it out, most dudes now, it's like you get a bag, but you don't do anything to sustain it for the longevity. You don't do anything like that, bruh. Like, dudes really be in the clubs, wilding out on their last dollar. Ain't nothing wrong. To me, I don't judge people who want to throw monies at the strippers or you know, the strippers, however you want to call it. I don't get mad at that. My only problem with that, when I be looking at dudes throwing away they lash, that's the only thing. To me, I do believe it ain't tricking if you got it. Ain't nothing wrong with a dude. He has that financial stability. He want to spend a couple of bags on a female. It don't necessarily mean he a simp. Maybe he's just a player, and that's what makes him excited. You know, me dropping the bag on folks in them. So I don't judge people like that. But I do judge them wild stallions, bruh. Them wild ones who's out here, bruh, and you wasting monies like that, bruh. You just I'm this cool super thug. You know what I mean? You know, that's referring to the stallion, not Megan the Stallion, because y'all keep forgetting that Meg the Stallion, no disrespect to her, but a stallion is a male horse. I'm going to get away from that. Shout out to y'all who want to criticize me. No, y'all done equated the stallion name with Megan so much, y'all all forgot the stallion is a male horse. Big facts. But back to this, man. Like, I see dudes who's supposed to be having the potential of generational wealth, and they do opposite things when it comes to beef. And it's not just wasting money on scrippers and things like that. I mean, it's just everybody is just blowing the bag away. It's like that's the only cool thing. Go show to show, drinking on your lean or whatever, my G, and nothing is really being built. So when you in a war structure, all you have is the guys and going at war with each other. You got nothing to live for is what I'm trying to say. So when I look at Dirk and the patterns he took, bringing his kids to Chicago with him, not only himself, but I mean, y'all gonna tell me his kids is there already and all that, cool, but that ain't what I mean by that. He's out in the forefront as a father right now. Remember Boosie said that? I don't see a lot of you rappers out here, you know, being productive with your kids' lives, showing off your kids. He said he don't see that. I just the other day put my kid playing, you know, his little sports, doing his little kid mischievous things or whatever. And I started thinking, yeah, like these dudes really don't do that. These dudes are bothered by a regular life they gotta live. So I sit back and I see Dirk Although he probably, suffering through bad experiences and what he been through in the streets of Chicago or just the losses alone. But the general must proceed the show to go on. And this general that's in him, he got to lead by example. So ain't no time for tears right now. Maybe behind the scenes you can do that, but you got to get back up quickly. Like, dudes smell when you vulnerable, bruh. And vulnerability right now is not something you need in your capacity. You looking at all the people in your vicinity. Who's the snakes? Which one of these dudes is really backdooring? And y'all guys say don't use the word backdoor, it's played out. Nah, it's not, bro. Backdoor is waking people to something we always knew since the beginning of time. Maybe we haven't used the terminology that these Chirac youngins, or let me not say Chirac, this Chicago brotherly love of Philly and all that, and Miami, New York, all of Florida, Cali, Texas, all these different places and spaces. It's the same thing, bro. It's a stereotype that gets placed, and I don't really believe in a stereotype. I just believe people go with what they know. Now, that doesn't mean they have to lack the accountability. You got to stand up on what you do. So when Dirk say he ain't going to diss the dead no more, some of y'all said, oh, that was an old quote. He posted it, then he went to diss the dead. Yeah, but he reposted it again. Like, even show you that. So it's like, I don't know, bro. I'm destined to believe a man if he tell me this is who he is. And I let him to dismiss that notation of who he is. So I let that dude show me that he's not who he really say he is. I don't just make up things in my mindset, even if I might feel some type of way and I got my cognizance, senses, basically my Spider-Man feeling, bruh, and it's tingling. So I know these dudes right here, some fake clowns, but I'ma still sit back this one and think to myself, like, you know what? Okay, we gotta move this direction. We gotta separate from this group of people. Bro, you gotta make these decisions, bro. Everything can't be the same thing every day. Now you remaining stagnant. Where is the growth? So when people say somebody done changed and oh, you done switched up and changed, my G, if you didn't change or switched up and you get in that bag like that, then you ain't growing at all. Now, every time when somebody say you change and switch up, it don't mean you left your friends out to dry, but it does mean some people were not part of your process. There was the other part of the process of elimination, that is. So you do have to separate for certain people, because you got to look at it. Who is also growing while I'm growing? Are they only growing because I'm benefiting them to grow? Or are they growing in a space around me in the OTF family situation because they're contributing to it? They're adding to it. They ain't just a liability that I got to keep spending all this loyal money on. This X, Y, and Z, bro. It gets out of hand, bro. And people don't really speak about that. It's a multi-million-dollar business and you ain't even got $1 million in the bank. Whew. Truth. It's a multi-million-dollar business and you ain't even got $1 million saved up in the bank. Whew. Can we speak truth to this? And then you dudes fall for the railroad when that tax evasion come and you thinking to yourself, I didn't evade nothing. Like, we know gangsters don't play with the IRS. Number one, meaning that they're the most paying citizens when it comes to the IRS. If the IRS knows about a business or income coming, they just play by the rules. They just handle what they got to handle. So when you ask how they get in that situation, because you ain't watching your accountants, you ain't watching what's being spent, just because you didn't add it on the books, that's illegal, dog. So when you getting paid a certain show and they look, okay, Dirk made this much, and best believe them folks is paying attention to you, gang. All of y'all. They watch y'all numbers so they can find, their job is to find what they can get on you, bruh. Ain't you dudes been watching federal season going on? These federales is everywhere, bro. They are everywhere and everybody's getting locked up and they won't let me out. Oh, you really singing that song now. Oh, it's an anthem for a reason. There's a reason they promoted Akon and Style P's song, I'm Locked Up. Most folks started contributing that to feeling cool and like it was normal to be locked up like a dog. Yeah, people was normalizing that, bro. Ain't nothing normal about that at all whatsoever, bro. To be locked up, shackled, chained, and gone, and now you're indestructible in that type of sense. Nah, G. Nah, G. The whole locked up situation should be placed upon who are you growing from and separating from. Once again, if they say you switched up and you changed on them, you tell them, nah, bro, I'm growing. In fact, I don't mind if y'all tell me how I'm doing today, but an older dude told me once upon a time ago, he likes when people encounter in communication. Since when he wake up, they say they like when they hear somebody say how you're growing today, because every day you're growing. So when you ask how you're growing today, I can tell you what's going on in my growth today. That it doesn't make sense to y'all. I can explain to you what happened in my growth today. Did this remain stable? Was it unbalanced today? Did I have a few hurdles I had to jump over for just to get towards that growing change I need? I mean, you gotta break it down that way. So all I'm saying is Lil Durkio, the general of OTF, not the street wise, but musically wise. You know, we gotta salute to him, bro. We gotta say shout out to a dude who overcome a lot. And I know a lot of us do, but this is my way of a platform giving his flowers without waiting till one of these dudes die, educational purpose. And that's when we want to, oh, boo-hoo, this and that. Nah, gang. Look, I'm your God bless one. Hit that like button, hit that notification bell. Thank you for watching another episode of I Smoke Hip Hop Live. Love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed, gang. I definitely mean that. Salute to everybody in here. Gang, gang.